Poverty is not a destiny, it's a habit of the mouth. Let that sentence wake something ancient inside you. You are not stuck in your circumstances, you are just speaking the wrong rhythm. Every word you utter is not mere sound, it is a command, a blueprint shaping your reality. If you are broke, struggling, or stuck in a financial fog, it's not because you're unlucky. It's because your mouth is out of tune with divine law. From the time you were a child, you were taught to work hard to save, to be realistic. But no one ever taught you that every dollar you have or don't is listening to your words. You were trained to think, to analyze, to plan. But you were never trained to speak. Not casually, not wishfully, but rhythmically. With power, with divine agreement. Florence Scovel Shinn once wrote, "Your word is your wand." So I ask you, what are you conjuring with your wand each day? Are you speaking from faith or from fear? From abundance or anxiety? If you've ever asked, why do I try so hard but money still doesn't show up? The answer may not be in your bank account, but in the vibration your voice emits each morning. Are you speaking as one who has, or sighing like one who never will? Transformation does not require a miracle. It begins the moment you change your conversation. When you wake up, not to hope, but to declare. When you say, I am the channel of infinite supply, the universe listens and starts reordering reality around you. You don't need another degree. You don't need more credentials. You don't need a new tactic. You need one thing to master your mouth. So in this video, I'm not here to talk about positive thinking. I'm here to hand you 9 sacred laws, spiritual principles, long hidden from the noisy world of hustle and logic, but powerful enough to rewrite your financial story through the power of your spoken word. Get your journal. Listen not just with your ears, but with your spirit. Because when you learn to speak like the wealthy, wealth no longer has permission to ignore you. Sit still for a moment. Let your breath settle. Because what you're about to hear isn't just information, it is a reminder of who you really are. Have you ever noticed that the most financially successful people are not always the smartest, the hardest working, or even the luckiest? They share one uncommon trait: they speak differently. Law 1. Creative declaration. I speak wealth, and wealth obeys. This is not motivation. This is law. When you declare something from the depth of your spirit, not as a wish, but as a decree, you are summoning invisible substance into visible form. This is not your typical affirmation. While affirmations often come from hope, declarations come from divine identity. Affirmation says, I hope it'll happen someday. Declaration says, it's already mine, it's simply unfolding. Feel the difference in your body. One posture waits. The other stands tall, lifts its chest, and breathes deeply. Because when you speak from power, the law of vibration matches your words to a reality that mirrors your frequency. What is the law of vibration? Everything is energy. Your body, your money, your relationships. Every form of substance is just frequency. When you say, I never have enough, you're not just speaking, you're broadcasting. And the universe, a perfect receiver, sends back whatever you're transmitting. Imagine your words as radio waves. If you're broadcasting poverty, 92.7 FM, then abundance at 108.8 FM cannot hear you. You don't need to change the world, just change your station. Change how you speak. Laws are 2. Repetition is reprogramming. The most common question I hear is, I said it once. Why didn't it work? The answer: you said it once, but you've believed the opposite for decades. Repetition isn't superstition, it's divine neuroscience. Every time you say, I am richly provided for by divine law, you're deleting old mental code. I'm not enough. I can't. I don't deserve. You're digging new grooves in your brain, laying down new tracks for wealth to run through. At first it might feel fake, but that discomfort means you're moving beyond the old frequency. And remember, you don't need to believe it right away, you need to say it rhythmically. The universe doesn't respond to fleeting emotion. It responds to consistent vibration. Law 3, automatic substitution. You can't think I'm scared and I'm protected at the same time. When a fear-based thought appears, don't resist, it replace it. The mind is soil, the voice is seed. If you don't sow intentionally, weeds fear, doubt scarcity will take over. Here's how it looks in real life. When your mind says, "Where will I get the money to pay this?" you say, "I am supplied from unexpected channels, right on time." When you think, "No one's buying from me," you say, "Aligned clients find me easily and joyfully." This isn't self-delusion. This is spiritual authority in action. You're not alone in this practice. Let's build a field of shared vibration together. Drop a comment below. What declaration are you choosing to repeat today? Which phrase makes your body stand taller, your breath deeper, your soul feel wealthy? Write it and plant the seed. Read others and let your faith be lifted. Be part of a community that knows wealth isn't privilege. It's the fruit of properly spoken word. These first 3 laws are your roots. But if you speak rightly and then contradict yourself moments later, the signal becomes noise. And law does not respond to noise, it responds to clarity. In the next part, we'll explore the 3 laws that purify your voice and close the gap between what you say and what you manifest. The law of non-contradiction, the law of divine naming, and the law of embodied tone. If you've ever found yourself saying, "I am wealthy," only to sigh and shrink the moment a bill arrives, then part 2 is written for you. I'll meet you there, just one breath away. You may speak truth. But if moments later you complain, give up, or joke about lack, your words have been fractured. That's why you can declare, "I am richly supplied in the morning." But by noon, you're texting your friend, "Ugh, looks like I'm short again this month." The result, chaotic vibrations and the universe confused. Law 4, non-contradiction. You cannot plant a golden seed in the morning and pour poison on it by night, then expect it to grow. Words carry frequency. And energy doesn't distinguish between real and just kidding. It only reads the signal. If you affirm money flows easily to me, but then tell someone money's hard to make these days, you've created vibrational interference. And law doesn't respond to interference, it responds to clarity. Take Elizabeth, a 42-year-old teacher from Oregon. For years she faithfully affirmed, "I live in abundance," but she often joked that she was the queen of maxed-out credit cards. One day she decided to try something different, 7 days without contradiction. She rewrote her declarations and placed them around her home. When someone asked about money, she'd say, "I'm in a financial restructuring phase, and it's unfolding beautifully." The result? That same week, she received an unexpected offer to write for a private education firm. Her income jumped 60% within a month. Law 5. Divine naming. Ancient wisdom teaches whatever you name, you claim. You cannot call your circumstance a disaster, dead end, or bad luck and expect it to become a blessing. Words are energy labels. Florence Scovel Shinn once wrote, "If you do not name the good, you're allowing the bad to take its place." Train yourself to name things according to divine law, not fleeting emotion. Don't say, "I'm in debt." Say, "This is an energetic shift, redistributing resources toward me." Don't say, "I'm unemployed." Say, "I'm discovering the role that aligns with my soul's mission." Julian, a freelance artist in New York, used to call slow seasons creative droughts. After learning this law, he renamed them spiritual recharge and sacred contract season. 3 weeks later, he landed a full branding deal with a boutique fashion house, a career-defining moment. Law 6, embodied tone. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. Tone is one of the most powerful vibrational tools you use every day, often without awareness. You can say, "I am prosperous," but if you whisper it with hesitation, sarcasm, or a chuckle, you're canceling your own transmission. Tone carries ownership. Tone carries the state of already having. I speak not to convince, but to call what already exists into view. Try saying, "I'm okay," 2 ways. With a sigh, with a steady, clear, full-breath voice, you'll feel it. And more importantly, others will feel it too. What others sense from your tone can shift more than your words ever will. Here's your next soul assignment. Choose one statement you most often contradict. Rewrite it as a full power declaration. No jokes, no softening, no stepping back. Then share it in the comments below. I will not contradict myself. My declaration is, let's form a community where each person speaks the truth of their soul, not the echo of old patterns. When you speak a new truth out loud, you give others permission to do the same. And together we create a collective wave that shifts reality. You now know how to keep your words clean, no distortion, no mockery, no retreat. But how do you make your words actually reshape your world? How do you speak wealth into being and watch it multiply and return? In the next section, I'll give you 3 action-based spiritual laws tools that shape the visible from the invisible. Prophetic speech, sealed giving, the law of return. This is where theory becomes miracle. Do not miss it, because after part 3, you won't just be speaking wealth, you'll be seeing it. Law 7, prophetic speech. You are no longer just thinking or hoping. You are a living prophet in motion. When the bills arrive, you don't panic. You declare all bills paid by divine source now. When a client cancels, you don't spiral, you speak. Something greater is already aligned for me. This isn't wishful optimism. This is vibrational command, the language the universe understands. Sarah from Texas once lost a major contract, one she was counting on to cover her mortgage. But instead of reacting with fear, she stood tall and declared in her home office, I speak a bigger opportunity than this now. It is on its way. Within 2 weeks, she signed a deal double the value from the same source she thought was lost. The core shift here. You are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are a spokesperson for the unseen good that must arrive. Law 8, sealed, giving Florence Scovel. Shinn taught giving without declaration is like planting without watering potential wasted. Whenever you give money, time, energy, seal it with divine words. This seed returns multiplied. I speak breakthrough over what I give. You're not just giving, you're activating divine multiplication. Mark, a small business owner in Miami, donated $100 to support underprivileged children. He added one sentence, even this small seed is blessed. It opens divine doors. Within 10 days, he was invited to speak at a major conference, and the opportunities that followed multiplied his gift tenfold. Why? Because he spiritualized his giving with the power of the spoken word. Law 9, the law of return. Every word is a boomerang. What you speak returns, always. Of course, when you speak gratitude or blessings, grace returns. But beware, even in jest, if you speak negatively, you plant destructive vibrations. Example, you say, I'm going broke. You've just broadcasted, send me poverty, and the law of return is already recording. Warning. Negative words, even as jokes, act like viruses in your energy field. They replicate inside the subconscious and dismantle your aligned frequency. How to practice the law of return. Record your spoken words for 1 day. Mark P for neutral X, for negative S, for statements you shifted. Immediately correct every X with a spoken upgrade, even if silently. This simple act isn't just about positivity, it's spiritual hygiene. You're keeping your vibration clean, resilient, sustainable. Emotionally, this is solid ground. When you fully live laws, you feel joyful generosity. Giving becomes magnetic, loving, and freeing. Adaptability, like Sarah, you respond with declarations, no matter the chaos. Unshakable confidence. You're not thrown off by situations because you command vibration, not chase conditions. You're not walking this alone. Let's build collective energy. Share in the comments. What prophetic phrase have you chosen today? Have you ever sealed a gift? What happened afterward? Can you recall a time you accidentally released a negative virus and how you corrected it? When you speak your experience, you raise others. When you share your story, you help build a community that rises in vibration together. These final laws don't just teach you to speak wealth, they teach you to transmit it, receive it, and circulate it back into the flow of the universe. And now in part 4, we'll go deeper. How to maintain high vibration under pressure. How to craft realistic morning, noon, night rituals. And how to turn your online community into a living vibration garden, not just a solo mission. If you've felt the power of part 3, hit like, subscribe, and set your reminder. Because part 4 is coming, and it's where your spoken word becomes daily rhythm. You've heard the 9 divine laws. You've practiced them, but their true power only reveals itself through repetition, foundation, and collective rhythm. No one is an island, and you don't have to walk this path alone. Mornings start with fresh frequency. Wake up before everything else begins. 5 to 10 minutes before your alarm. Sit comfortably close, your eyes. Breathe deeply. Speak these 3 declarations from Laws 1 to 2, 3. I speak wealth and wealth obeys. I will not contradict my word. I replace fear with trust, always. Key emotion. You're creating a vibrational anchor, a tone that radiates from your heart outward. It's like pressing on to invite the universe to co-create with you. Midday, maintain clarity. Cleanse the signal. Set a phone reminder every 3 hours. Check your vibration. Pause for 30 seconds. Reflect on what you've said or thought. Correct any misalignment. Example, you get a delay email. Say, this is redirection towards something greater. Why it matters. You're not just adjusting your course, you're cleansing the static. Like fine-tuning a radio signal to crystal clarity. Evening, seal and record the day. Before sleep, take your journal. Write down 3 declarations you made and small results, a feeling, a comment, an idea. End with the sealing phrase, I seal this day in divine abundance. Every word returns multiplied. Why this works. Your spirit records. The universe receives your vibrational receipt. Your subconscious takes this into sleep and magnifies it overnight. Building a vibrational field together. You're not just creating personal reality, you're co-creating a vibrational ecosystem. Use the hashtag #GenerousSpokenWealthTribe to share 10-second clips of your declarations morning, noon, and night. Comment on videos. Today I said, and here's what I noticed. Connect in a group Telegram-ish Facebook to support each other during misalignments. The result, a group vibrating on the same frequency, becomes exponentially stronger. No one walks alone. Every update is a collective leap. Warning when vibration drops. If you skip rituals or return to negative speech, in your signal warps, the universe reflects that distortion. You may feel off, tired, anxious, or scattered. Over time, it may show up as delays, missed chances, or conflict with loved ones. Remember, even jokes carry vibrational data. Negative words act like viruses in your spiritual system, and your daily rituals are the antivirus. The image of your future picture. This. It's day 21 of consistent practice. You wake up feeling calm, grounded, radiant. You receive an unexpected email, the result of a morning declaration. You see a comment or video from someone in your tribe and feel deep belonging. This isn't fantasy. This is what Florence called the sacred garden, where word becomes matter. Let me know in the comments. Which ritual are you starting with? What have you noticed after 3 or 7 or 21 days? Share a 10-20-second declaration video on IG TikTok Shorts with the tag Spoken Wealth Tribe. Let each of us be a tuning fork for abundance, and this community the sacred echo of your truth. You've seen how inner work becomes outer connection. But what comes next is the transformation of every dimension of your life. How to weave these rituals into your personal brand, business, and relationships. How to maintain this frequency not just today, but next month, next year. and most importantly, the rise of a spiritual network where we live and breathe the laws of sacred speech together. The next part is coming. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and get ready to enter the core of long-term vibrational living. You know the 9 sacred laws. You've established your daily ritual. You're connected with the tribe. Now comes the real test. Make this ritual your pulse. For 7 days, not just a trial, but instinct woven into your being. Day 0, launch with purpose. Before you begin, gather a notebook titled Wealth Journal 7 Days. The 3 declarations that resonate most deeply in your heart. A reminder on your phone or alarm clock 3 times a day. On the first page, write, mark down Sauchet Ma, start date. Samus Declarations 1. 2. 3. Ultimate goal. ERG, feel financially secure. Increase income by 20%. Receive 3 new collaboration offers. This is your roadmap. Sacred intention meets real-world tracking. Days 1 to 3. Break old patterns and lay new foundation. Morning. Record I spoke Hanechus at Tanasetiam. Notice, how did it feel? Did your chest lift or tighten? Did a spark of belief follow or suspicion? Midday. Check your speech. If you catch a contradiction, mark X and correct it. Journal corrected. Manzan stau. Evening. Record a small result, a thought shift, supportive message, intuitive idea, etc. Seal it. I seal this day in divine abundance. Reflect. What was the dominant emotion today? Peace, worry, hope. By doing this, you're not just reciting declarations, you're installing a new energetic structure. Days 4 and 6. Amplify your frequency. Your ritual is now familiar. Let's deepen the channel. Add a prophetic or sealed giving declaration to your practice. Perform 1 act of giving money, compliment service. In the evening journal, I gave Mike Shea, said, Batchits beats. And what I felt was, my chantud cells. Day 7, review and reinforce, morning journaling prompt. Mark down Sauchet Ma, times I followed ritual. Matbeg, contradictions caught, corrected. Way, observed financial, emotional outcomes. Wes, dominant emotion overall. Then ask, when did I truly feel richer, internally or externally? Which moment sparked the greatest resonance? Where did I fall short? Observe the transformation. Vibration. Moments of serenity will arrive. Perhaps even a sacred shiver when your declaration aligns with your soul. Outer life, notice small signs, a heartfelt message, an unexpected email, or a nudge toward opportunity. Trust those signs. They are proof of energetic alignment. Community engagement. You've completed the first cycle. Let's celebrate and expand. Comment below I finished 7 days. The biggest shift I experienced was share your 10-20 sec video of morning, noon, night declarations. IG, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Join the Scan Spoken Wealth Tribe group to debrief your journey, what worked, what surprised you, what you'll keep. When you speak your truth, the tribe holds space for you to rise. When you lift, we rise together. What's next? You now have real data in your notebook and spirit, tangible vibrational shifts, community resonance. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to weave this ritual into your business relationships, health and personal brand, how to align with vibrational fields for different aspects of your life, how to build a lifelong vibrational garden, not just a 7-day reset, but 7 years, 70 years, a lifetime. If you're ready to live this through every season of life, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The real journey begins now. Perhaps you've heard it all before. Law of attraction, positive thinking, visualizing abundance. But today I'm not inviting you into the realm of dreaming. I'm inviting you into the sacred space of remembering. You're not learning something new. You are simply remembering that you were once the one with the power. No one granted it to you. You were born with it. You are an echo of divine order, Just as the stars don't forget their orbit, just as the moon doesn't miss its phase, just as spring doesn't forget to bloom, you were designed to call forth what you need by the sound of your voice. But over the years, your voice was drowned in static fear, noise past misbeliefs. You began using your words to describe reality instead of commanding it. Now you don't need to try harder, you just need to vibrate right. No more forcing, no more emotional acrobatics, just rhythm. Like breath, like heartbeat, like moon cycles. As Jung once said, "You are what you do not what you say you'll do." But today I'll add, you become what you say again and again with rhythm. When you speak right, you align right. There's only one requirement. Become the kind of environment where abundance has no choice but to bloom. That begins with the voice, not any voice, but your voice. Your voice in rhythm, in trust, in alignment with the higher truth. I won't promise miracles overnight, but I do promise if you speak consistently, you will hear yourself anew, and you won't recognize the old you, because you've become the version you once prayed for. If this video felt like a cosmic nod, leave a comment below. I choose law, and I begin today. And if you want to walk this path with others, hit subscribe. This isn't just a channel, it's a spiritual village where every voice matters and every shift is celebrated. Because you're not just learning, you're living differently. If somewhere inside you felt a flicker of light, if a certain phrase made your heart pause, don't let it drift away like a passing inspiration. Write it, speak it, live it, and return here, to this space, to this community, to us, your tribe on the same divine wavelength. Coming next, the prophetic voice. The next video in this journey dives deeper. How to craft prophetic declarations for each part of life. Money, health, love, purpose. If today you've found your rhythm, then next time you'll learn to sing your life into being one word at a time. I'll see you there.